Welcome to Experts Talk, the new podcast by the Italian Chamber of Commerce in Vietnam, designed to dive deep into key topics shaping Vietnam's role in today's global affairs. In each episode, we'll hear from leading experts as they share insights, perspectives, and analysis on the challenges and opportunities facing businesses and professionals with interests in Vietnam. In this second episode of our series, we're joined by Salvatore Banco, head of the Ho Chi Minh City and South China offices at D'Andrea & Partners Legal Counsel. With experience across Vietnam, China, Italy, and the U.S., Salvatore brings a global view on FDI, regulation, and corporate strategy. Together, we'll explore Vietnam's repositioning of foreign direct investment in response to global shifts. Drawing on his advisory work and contributions to Vietnam Investment Review, Salvatore sheds light on how Vietnam is adapting to new investment priorities and supply chain challenges. Stay tuned as we unpack complex global dynamics with those who know them best. Enjoy the episode.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of Talking with the Experts. I'm your host, Salvatore Banco, and today we are diving into a fascinating transformation underway in Southeast Asia, Vietnam's strategic repositioning of foreign direct investment, or FDI, in response to emerging global trends. As the world economy recovers from the COVID-19 pandemic, we are witnessing a seismic shift in how countries attract and manage foreign investment. Vietnam, long known for its openness and competitiveness, is now at a pivotal crossroads. The country is transitioning from a model focused on attracting large volumes of investment to one that emphasizes quality, sustainability, and innovation. Let's try to unpack what this means. Vietnam has historically drawn billions in FDI thanks to its low labor cost, strategic location, and favorable trade agreements. But that model is evolving. The government is now prioritizing high value-added projects, those that bring advanced technology, promote environmental sustainability, and invest in workforce development. This shift is not just aspirational. It's embedded in Vietnam's national development strategies, which aim to transform the country from a low-cost manufacturing hub into a center for green technology, digital innovation, and industrial upgrading. To make this vision a reality, Vietnam must rethink how it approaches foreign investment, from policy frameworks to investor engagement. Four major global trends are shaping this transformation. First, supply chain restructuring. The pandemic exposed vulnerabilities in global supply chains. Multinational corporations are now diversifying their production bases, and Vietnam has emerged as a key beneficiary. But to remain competitive, Vietnam must offer more than just an alternative location. It must provide resilience, reliability, and value. That means investing in logistics infrastructure, streamlining custom procedures, and enhancing digital connectivity. The development of industrial clusters and smart manufacturing zones can further strengthen Vietnam's position in global value chains. 2. Green and digital transitions. The global push towards sustainability and digitalization is reshaping investment priorities. Investors are increasingly seeking destinations that align with environmental, social, and governance standards. Vietnam is embracing this shift by promoting green energy projects, circular economy initiatives, and digital innovation. Its commitment to achieving net zero emissions by 2050 is a positive signal, but it must be backed by concrete policies and incentives. Encouraging FDI in renewable energy, electrical vehicles, and smart cities can position Vietnam as a leader in the green transition. Similarly, digital transformation must be accelerated through investments in digital infrastructure, cybersecurity, and digital skills training. FDI in fintech and e-commerce and artificial intelligence can drive productivity and innovation across sectors. Third, rising trade protectionism. The resurgence of protectionist policies in major economies poses risk to global trade and investment flows. Vietnam must navigate this environment by strengthening its trade diplomacy and leveraging its network of free trade agreements, including the CPTPP, EVFTA, and RCEP. These agreements provide preferential access to key markets and enhance Vietnam's attractiveness as an investment destination. However, compliance with international standards and rules of origin is essential to fully capitalize on these opportunities. Fourth, global minimum tax commitments. The OECD-led Global Minimum Tax Initiative aims to curb tax base erosion and profit shifting by multinational corporations. While this may reduce the effectiveness of tax incentives as a tool for attracting FDI, it also levels the playing field and encourages investment based on fundamentals. Vietnam must adapt by building a renewed value proposition that goes beyond tax breaks. Institutional transparency, efficient governance, and a stable regulatory environment will be key to attracting responsible and long-term investors. To repositioning its FDI strategy, Vietnam must craft a compelling value proposition that reflects its evolving strength and aspiration. This involves several critical components, such as institutional transparency and governance. Investors seek predictability and fairness. Strengthening the rule of law, combating corruption, and ensuring transparent regulatory processes are essential to building investor confidence. Vietnam's ongoing administrative reforms and digital government initiatives are steps in the right direction. Then, modern and integrated infrastructure, because infrastructure remains a cornerstone of investment attractiveness. Continued investment in transport network, energy system, and digital infrastructure will enhance connectivity and reduce operational costs. Public-private partnership can play a vital role in financing and implementing large-scale infrastructure projects. Then, professional investment support services, which means a proactive and professional approach to investor relations can make a significant difference. Establishing dedicated investment promotion agency, offering one-stop services and providing aftercare support can improve the investor experience and encourage reinvestment. And also high quality of life for international talent. As Vietnam seeks to attract knowledge-intensive industries, it must also cater to the needs of international professionals, which means quality healthcare, education, housing, and cultural amenities contribute to a livable environment that supports talent retention and productivity. Vietnam repositioning strategy must center on identifying and cultivating strategy investors whose interests align with the country's national development priorities. In the context of an evolving global landscape and regional competition, the nation must channel its efforts into sectors that not only drive innovation but also strengthen economic resilience. Let's look at 5 key sectors. The first one is the high-tech manufacturing. Fields such as semiconductors, robotics, and advanced electronics are crucial for elevating Vietnam's position in global supply chains and fostering technological sovereignty. Then at the second place we have renewable energy. Solar, wind, and green hydrogen offer immense potential for sustainable development. By attracting investment in clean energy technologies, Vietnam can transition away from fossil fuels while boosting energy security and environmental stewardship. Then we have the digital economy. Strategic investment in software development, cloud computing, artificial intelligence can propel Vietnam into the forefront of digital transformation, fostering competitiveness across industries. Fourth, we have healthcare and biotechnology. Investment in pharmaceutical, medical devices, and biomedical research not only support public health but also create high-value jobs and strengthen the country's scientific base. Finally, we have education and training. Areas such as vocational education, EdTech, and lifelong learning solutions are essential for equipped citizens with the skills demanded by tomorrow's industries. To support these strategic investors, Vietnam should implement tailored policies such as preferential land access, streamlined licensing procedure, and generous incentives for research and development. These measures, if thoughtfully applied, can nurture long-term partnership and reinforce Vietnam's trajectory toward high-quality, sustainable growth. Then, repositioning FDI is not merely about attracting capital. It is a strategic step toward enhancing Vietnam's role in a global value chain. By focusing on quality investment, Vietnam can move up the value ladder, increase domestic value added, and reduce dependence on low-cost labor. Technology transfer, local supplier development, and workforce upskilling are critical to this process. Encouraging joint ventures, innovation hubs, and university-industry collaboration can accelerate knowledge diffusion and capacity building. Vietnam stands at a pivotal crossroad in its foreign direct investment journal. Global trends such as supply chain shift, digital transformation, sustainability imperatives, and evolving tax regimes present both challenges and opportunities. In response, the Vietnamese government has shown strategic foresight and bold commitment to reform, actively repositioning the country as a premier destination for high-quality, sustainable investments. This transformation reflects a deliberate whole-of-government approach. Ministries and agencies have collaborated to modernize the legal framework, enhance transparency, and streamline procedures. The government has prioritized infrastructure, digital governance, and green growth, aligning national policies with global standards and investor expectations. Key initiatives include revising investment laws, expanding e-government platforms, and launching national strategies for digital and green development. These efforts are supported by targeted investment promotion and the creation of high-tech zones and innovation hubs. Vietnam also engaged the private sector, fostering public-private partnership and open dialogue. This collaborative spirit has shaped a more responsive, investor-friendly environment aligned with long-term development goals. By embracing innovation, sustainability, and inclusivity, Vietnam is not only attracting strategic investment, it is reshaping its economic identity. Through proactive governance and visionary leadership, the country is building a resilient, prosperous future with FDI as a catalyst for industrial upgrading, technological advancement, and inclusive growth.